Happy Sunday. This is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are currently 3 days, 11 hours, 25 minutes into this playthrough. This is my third playthrough. First two playthroughs, first one was a Lich, obviously evil. Second run was Gold Dragon. Well, actually, it was Azada, then Gold Dragon, because that's how it has to work with Gold Dragons. So it's a good run. Now we're doing an evil run with the Demon run. Gimpy is a half-orc Demon Slayer, which is actually a ranger subclass or archetype, whatever you want to call it. Going well so far. We'll go over our cast of characters here shortly. We are running with 3 mercenaries and 2 story characters. Why? Just different. Also, okay, so cast of characters. With Lich obvious to be evil. He might even change his Lich under direct. No, unfortunately, you can't do that. Can't do that. Anyway, so Gimpy, Demon Slayer. Everybody's level 12. And we just picked up our 4th mythic path point near the end of the stream. At the end of the stream on last Sunday. So we're up to rank 4 of mythic stuff. The aspect of Succubus, summon a Gibreth. Weapon focus on Orc Double Axe. That's what it's doing. So Gimpy. He used to be green. As a half-orc, he was green, but when he became a demon, he got glowy purple eyes and his skin went red. Oh, and he also grew a tail. Wiggle, wiggle. So, that's Gimpy. He is, as you can see, using an Orc Double Axe, which is, if you're not familiar with that, it's a two-handed weapon that acts like dual-wielding one-handed weapons. Yeah. That's basically the way it works, and works fairly well. He also has a pet dog, the Lugaroo, which is the big bad wolf. And this dog is basically Gimpy's mount / tank. He takes the abuse instead of Mickey, or not instead of Gimpy, when Gimpy's riding him like a horse. And, reasons. This is a dog. And the mercenary characters, we got Rocket. Rocket is a Kitsune Sohei. Soheis are mounted monks. The main deal for here is he gets to specialize in one weapon, or weapon type, whatever, and then he treats it like a monk weapon, meaning that he gets lots of swings with it. In this case, he gets 5 swings with a glaive, which works really well. He's also mounted, meaning he's got a horse. The horse name is Scout. Scout is a tank as for Rocket. That's how that works. So we got those 2. Then we have Mickey. Mickey is a Kitsune battle singer. Battle singers are skalds, which is kind of like a bard. The main difference here, though, is Mickey, when he sings he can rage like a barbarian, and when he sings that song that makes him rage, it also makes everybody in his party rage as well, meaning they get the benefits of that song that he's singing. So everybody gets a little bonus to attack and damage and that kind of stuff, and anything else that goes along with any positive effects he has related to himself. In this case, the song this hat that he's wearing gives everybody a little bit of healing, while he's playing the song. Kind of cool effect. They also, because again he gets the rage feats to choose from, they can melee people can charge. Actually, anybody can charge out, do a full attack, get bonuses, all this other stuff. So again, battle singer. A very, very unexpectedly a fairly effective character. He doesn't do a lot of damage himself, although he can somewhat. Again, his main thing is to buff the rest of the party, and it's worked out really well. Much better than I thought it was going to work. Okay, and then last of the mercenaries, we got Veronica. She's a half-orc seeker, which is an oracle, who specializes in the trickery skill. Further, she gets a bonus with it. In this case, her secret strat finding down at the bottom of or kind of the middle of that little window that popped up. She gets a bonus of +6 to her dexterity things, and she's also got a skill focus on that. So she again is our rogue, basically, or at least for picking locks and disarming traps. That's her job. She's also our main buffer and healer for the group too. And then we have our story characters. So we've got Wendwag and Nenio. Why these 2? Because first 2 runs, we didn't really use these guys. Wendwag for story reasons, you can eliminate her from the group fairly early in the game, which we did in both runs last time. This time we decided to keep her around. Why? Because she's evil. She's an evil, psychotic, character, and she's working really well with Gimpy being the chaotic, evil, demon thing. So that's working out really well. She's focused on short bows. And then we have Nenio. Nenio, we didn't keep her around. Well, she was in the party or in the group. Well, she was one of our companions in the other two playthroughs, but she didn't get a lot of playtime for various reasons. And this time we decided, let's bring her in, see how it goes. She's not a psychopath, she's a sociopath, and she's fun to have around. And listening to these two interact with each other is pretty fun. And so that's worked too. And she is a Scroll Savant lore master. Scroll Savants are a wizard subclass or archetype. But in this case, she's very knowledgeable with scrolls. She gets little bonuses here and there for them. Lore master, this just gives her a bonus to skills and whatever. All her lore skills, she gets a bonus because she's a lore master. In this case, a whole whopping 2. 2 currently. But as she levels up as a lore master, that will go up. So I think it reaches out +2 or +5 eventually. So not huge bonuses, except for that's in all our lore skills. So there's that. So that's okay. Oh, and who else? Did we miss anybody? Oh, we missed Veronica's pet. Veronica is an oracle of nature and life. And as a nature oracle, she got a pet from level 1. And Bob the Wolf. Bob could be Veronica's mount, but we choose not to because we don't want to get her into melee too often. So we leave her walking around. Meanwhile, he runs into melee and works in tandem with Lou, tripping people, that kind of stuff, because they got feats and stuff for that. So Will's working together with the horse, kicking the crap out of people. And last but not least is Bismuth. Bismuth is a summoned pet, not a true pet. As you can see, his level's only at level 8, compared to 12. He does level up as we go, but he's just on a slower path. Can't affect any of his feats or anything like that because he's actually summoned through an item that Mickey is using called the Triceratops Statuette. Bismuth, we keep Bismuth around mainly because it allows us to carry that much more stuff. Our party can carry 7,290 pounds of stuff before we're totally overloaded. The old coffin spirit, welcome to the stream. Quick question, okay? So anyway, that's where we are. And we're currently in Areelu's laboratory. This is a story place. Blah, blah. Can you play this game with a 4-man party? Sure. Yes, you can. You do not have to run around with 6 people. You can run around with 1 person if you really wanted to. It's just that sometimes when you're doing quests and stuff, the quests require that you have certain companions in the group in order to do the quest. You get more experience? I honestly don't know. I haven't done that myself. I honestly don't know. I would think so, maybe. But all that's really going to do is get you to level 20 that much faster, and you're going to hit level 20 by the end of the game anyway. Yes, level 20 is max. It is max. Level 20 is the maximum, and typically in Dungeons & Dragons Pathfinder. Although there is a mythic class, the hero. I think the hero mythic class, you can go up to level 40. But what that means is it's not really you bring a fighter to level 40. You bring a fighter to level 20, and then you switch over to a second class and bring that class to level 20 or something like that. That makes sense. The character, this level can go up to 40, but the character classes can only go up to 20 maximum. And some of the prestige classes only go up to classes can only go up to level 10. So that's one thing. Again, that's a specific mythic path. The other mythic paths, they all cap out at level 20. Again, the hero is very specific mythic class. This is a half-orc. He's a half-orc that's turned into a demon. He used to look more like his portrait. But now he doesn't look like his portrait at all, really. Basically, when he got turned into a demon, his skin got turned to red. He got the glowing pink eyes. And a tail. But this is a half-orc, yeah. These are kitsunes or foxmen, foxwomen, whatever you want to call it. They can transform between humans and the foxes. This is another half-orc. Female, though. She's a mongrel. It's a class you can't play because she's a companion character. And she's another kitsune, which is a companion character. The rapier cat. Well, he's a fox. He's not a cat. They're foxes. It's not a cat. That's a fox. Pangolier from Dota. Oh, the kitsunes predate Dota by a few years. Just a few. Anyway. Okay, so we've done all the important parts in this dungeon, I think, but we still have to go back and clear some stuff out that we bypassed. So we're going to go back and take care of that stuff. And we got some stuff to loot, maybe. Inspiration crystal. Oh yeah, this game is huge. It's huge.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Yeah, this game is... Press like Alt. See what's clickable. Yeah, for me it's Tab, but yes. Yes, see like that. Gives you names and then it highlights stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much a standard in most RPGs these days. It's gotta be. Because there's just too much crap laying around that you'll miss if you don't have a highlighter. Are those horses? This is a horse here in the middle.
I stand ready. Godspeed.
And yes, we're riding the horse.
I will see this through.
This is a wolf that's basically treated like a horse because it's large enough. This is Triceratops, which could be treated. It's basically could be a horse if you wanted to, but we choose not to ride it. And then we have a second wolf, which is big enough to be a mount as well. We're just its owners choosing not to use it as a horse. Triceratops is a pet. Yeah, it's a summonable pet through an item. But there are also there's all classes too that can have them as pets. Like a lot of the ranger type classes can have them as pets. There are dinosaurs in this game. There's the Triceratops. There's a Velociraptor. I think there's only 2 dinosaurs, I think. But there's a Mastodon. There's a Smilodon. What else? Horses, of course. The wolves. There's a dog. There's giant centipedes. I don't think you can fight the giant centipedes, though. Maybe. I don't know. But what else? I don't know. There's a bunch of different pets. Yeah, he's a little big. The Mastodon is... I haven't tried the Mastodon in this playthrough yet. This is the way out, isn't it? Nope. That is not the way out. Demons. Okay, Gimpy. Gimpy likes to rage because he's a demon. Then he likes to teleport because he's a demon.
Die!
And the wolves can trip. We just tripped out a little demon there. Is the learning curve on this game too deep? I'm thinking to download it. It's got a big learning curve. It really does. There's a lot. There's a lot. I've played the game for a couple. I started off with Pathfinder Kingmaker, which came out a few years back, which is basically my first introduction to Pathfinder, and it's a lot. But if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, like 3.5 or ish, you should be okay. I mean, but there's still a lot to learn because the games aren't total. Kingmaker isn't as good as this one, just to be honest. It does have turn-based combat. They put it in about 2 years ago now. They added turn-based combat to Kingmaker when they put it out on consoles, because you can't play this game on a console in real time. There's just no way. Yeah, it does. They put it in a couple of years back. It's basically pretty much just like this. A little different, but it's for the most part the same. And rocket.
Do not hold back.
Did you play the first one? No, they're not connected story-wise. You can't transfer your characters over from the first one to the second one. But between the two, I would go this one first. It's bigger. There's a game mechanic in Kingmaker that's kind of eh. It's not very much fun. It's the kingdom management portion. It's very... let's just leave it at that. There's no kingdom management in this one. Instead, there's the crusade management, which is like controlling armies to go fight other armies type stuff. Very different from Kingmaker, how they did stuff. And it's better. I think the story in this is generally better too. Maybe. But we also have mythic characters in this one too. So you get... There's more in this game. This game is bigger. But the learning curve be smoother. No, the learning curve would be about the same. The learning curve in this game is related to the characters themselves, not so much playing the game. It's how to build your characters and for them to not completely suck, which has been a challenge for me. So, but again, it's all about, this one is about learning what all this stuff does. It's like the feats, how they interact with each other, and characters, and what ability scores influence, the feats and all this other fun stuff. It's like learning AD&D, yes. Hey, Taco, welcome back. Yes, there's a lot. There's usually it's all about how the different feats are out there. There's so many different feats, and they're all the way they AD&D, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. This is what Dungeons and Dragons was back in the 80s, for the most part. When did they go to version 2? In I think that was late 80s, mid to late 80s for version 2. Welcome back, Taco. But no, there is a learning curve here, as in it's like it's steep, and it never seems like you ever stop learning because there's just so much to learn. The game the kids were playing, Stranger Things. Yes, actually, that's exactly what they were playing. They were playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and Stranger Things. Yep. And Pathfinder is based off of Dungeons and Dragons version 3.5. So, yes. Oh, we killed them all. Oh, look, we found Mr. Invisible Shadow Demon. He's concealed. When do? Can you shoot him from back there? Not quite.
No match for me.
She can't move? We're dating ourselves, can't we played the game the kids are playing. No, I'm dating myself when I was watching Stranger Things season 4, and I was telling Mrs. Gimpy that's not true about Dungeons and Dragons. That's not possible. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. She called me, "You are such a nerd." I went, "Yes, I am." Okay, Mickey, let's play a little Spot Rage song. You'd be overwhelmed? It's okay. There's difficulty settings in the game, Coffin, that you can... There's difficulty that you... Like, now I'm playing on normal with adjustments, so it says custom, but you can play it on story mode, where the rules... It's really easy. You're basically just playing it for the story. And then you can maybe do that for a little while until you're comfortable, and you can, and this is settings you can change as you're playing. So as you become more experienced with the game, you can actually change the difficulty if you really want to. But if you're new to Pathfinder, new to Dungeons and Dragons, casual will probably be the best way to start. But if you have some experience with those games, normal is probably a good way to start, and just go through the rules and see what you want to tweak and stuff. And again, you can always tweak this stuff on the fly. So. Yeah, unfair difficulty, we don't talk about that stuff. Oh, yeah, that's... Again, anything over normal, all this stuff, the daring, core, hard, and unfair, it's just, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Unless you're really looking to punish yourself. Don't worry. Don't go above normal. And again, if you're brand new to the game, I suggest starting with story, just to get the basics down. And then maybe switch it up to casual after a little while, and then maybe normal once you're really comfortable and know what the hell you're doing, maybe. So, Unity Mastering Board. The challenge and the great thing about complex games, yes. Is it that hard? The difficulty settings? Oh, yeah. Yeah, when it says unfair, read the red stuff. Choosing the difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar with the Pathfinder system, as well as its implementation in this game, and those who are not willing to suffer. The enemies will not forgive any mistakes made during combat, and your character builds must be no less than perfect. That's the unfair difficulty.
Saturday
Hard
and
is
Sunday,
not that
July
much different.
16th and 17th are the monthly giveaways for July. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Again, that's the monthly giveaways next weekend. So you play with a 4-man party, you will get owned. If you don't know what you're doing, yes, you will. To be honest, if you don't know what you're doing, 4-man party will get you killed fairly quickly. Despite the fact that the first part of the game... Well, actually, I'm thinking Kingmaker, not this one. No, even this game. Even this game, you don't start off with 4. You start off with 3? Yeah, you start off with 3 people at the very start of this game. And then as you move along, you pick up more companions to join you. But you can play with 4 people if you want. But I don't suggest playing with 4 if you don't know if you're not familiar with Pathfinder. You will not be happy.
Attack!
Okay, Nenio. What are we gonna do with Nenio? She's got a glitter spell, doesn't she? Glitter dust. So glitter dust, we're gonna make this Mr. Invisible a little bit easier to see for everybody. Right? No, that's actually not how it works. Glitter dust. Become blinded invisibly, outlining invisible things for the duration of the spell within the air covered by dust, which cannot be removed, continue to sparkle. This blinding creatures, we don't care about that. And creatures covered in the dust. -4 penalty on stealth checks, so I don't know. We'll see. Skills? Oh, actually, that was spells. These are spells. As a wizard, she learns a lot of spells. She can learn spells as she levels up, and then when she acquires scrolls, she can learn the spells off of scrolls too. So this is actual spell book. Different levels. As you can see, she goes up higher in levels. She doesn't know as many because she hasn't found them yet. The level 1s, level 2s, lots of spells. Again, that's as a wizard. Just another thing to learn. How the spellbook works. Okay, Bob. Can we get a Bob? Yeah, 9 level. Actually, spells go up to level 10. For some classes. Tried to dominate Nikki, didn't work. Gimpy, go get him.
Let's hear you cry.
Mostly dead. Okay, Rocket, go finish him
Strike
off.
as one.
You got a lot of health. There we go. And off he goes. So this is one of those things we have to kill multiple times. Fight on mount? In this game, yes. Mounts don't exist in Keymaker, but they do here. Lord Draken, welcome to the stream. So what's the most overpowered class? I don't know. It's a very open question. That's more personal opinion, I think. Some people find some classes more overpowered than others. You, Mr. Demon, when do? 5-foot step, get a little bit closer. And 5 shots. Oh yeah, and when you're starting off the game, you don't get this many attacks. Compared to at level 1 to swing and miss a lot. As far as overpowered classes, I don't know if it's so much the classes as the builds. In Real Guitar, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's what you like to play and what you're trying to do. I mean, there is a class synergy. You know, that's a real thing. Not one class can do everything. So it's getting a party that works together well is an adventure in itself sometimes. I want to make a great sword butcher, a blade master, human. There's a couple of classes that can do that. Fighter is probably your best bet. Oh yeah, you can run around with a great sword, killing crap out of stuff. It's a thing. I don't have any characters that do that, but in this particular playthrough, it's a thing. Tracking, yeah, the Lich was my first playthrough. You stealthy and crit and backstabs somewhere like to be summon a Balrog and rain down. Yeah, so, yep. Again, you can do pretty much what you want. Nothing of interest here for spilling blood. Was it fun? Yeah, I enjoyed the Lich Run. It's actually the Lich Run is unique in that your party, if you choose to do it, can be all undead. If you do everything you're supposed to do, because there's different undead companions out there that you find, and it takes a while to get all of them. But as you play the Lich, you pick up all your companions. Not these guys; they're just specifically undead companions out there that are different from your regular companions. First one first. Let's be more ready for the better second game. No, you don't need to do that, Coffin, in all honesty. The only thing you're going to get out of the first game, because they added more stuff in the second game. Like there's more classes, more races to play in the second game. And there's more feats, too. The second game is better. There's more here. There's more spells, there's more feats, there's more classes, there's more races. Not a lot of races, but there's more. Then there's the mythic path. There's the mythic classes too. The mythic paths. There's a lich. There's a demon. There's an angel. There's a dragon. There's a devil. There's a swarm. There's angel or a different type of angel called an Azada. The second one just gives you so much more to do than the first one. The first one is a good game, but this one is just flat out better because there's more to it. So if you like choices, this is the one you want to go with. even as your first time through. Not saying Kingmaker isn't worth it. I'm just saying this one is just better. This game in upon me dinosaurs. Let me summon a Triumph that is 3 times the size of a human. He just runs along in a tiny cave. Yeah, we try not to dwell too much on that guitar. I mean, shit. If you can accept the existence of elves and dwarves, I think you can accept the thing that a Triceratops can follow you around in a dungeon. Pillars of Eternity 2. That's supposed to be a good game. I don't actually have that one, though. I haven't played it. I played... No, I haven't... I started Pillars of Eternity 1, but I never finished it. And 2 I don't have yet. Oh, look, pick a lock. 100% chance. Go, Veronica.
The deed is done.
Lockpick. Stuff we don't need, really. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't do that. When I was younger, when I didn't have money, sure. But that was 30 years ago. Once I got into the actual information technology business or industry, you learn that stealing software, you're robbing people that don't need to be robbed. Hey, Ring, welcome back. Okay, the chaos does not look like the result of a deliberate and controlled as a search. It is more likely that there was a fight here or that everything was simply smashed. Oh, and Coffin. Ring is kind of our resident Pathfinder expert. He's been here for... he's been basically educating me for the last couple of years. Lord Draken needs to know. Hey, Veronica, who is your favorite pet?
Not you.
Oh.
I tell you what to do and you never listen. What kind of a pet does not listen to their master?
Throwing you under the bus? No, I'm throwing you in front of the bus. Years? It took years? Yeah, it did. Yes, it's taken me years to be this proficient, and I'm not that proficient yet. I'm still learning. There's a lot to... I'm not kidding when I'm saying there's a lot to learn. I seem to learn something new almost every time I stream this game. Every time I play it, I'm learning something new. There's just so much shit to learn. It's not a joke. Is Dean as well? The tabletop? Tabletop's a different animal entirely, I think. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons since the early 90s, so... But Dungeons and Dragons, yeah, there's lots of stuff to learn in Dungeons and Dragons. You can just call it D&D Spirit. Everyone calls it it's Dungeons and Dragons. You don't have... D&D just means Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which it was back in the early 80s. Now everybody just calls it D&D for Dungeons and Dragons. It's easier. Because it's actually up to version 5 now. So. It's 4. You learn something new. Yep. X4 is one of those games too. And as far as tabletop goes, tabletop is just as complicated because these games are based off the tabletops. And they don't even put everything from the tabletop into these games. So. Yeah, but again, the tabletop games they're a totally different animal. Oh, and also the most important thing you need to learn in Pathfinder or any type of Dungeons and Dragons type video game is save early, save often. You'll notice on my screen you see saving quite a bit. So you should probably not start, you'll be overwhelmed. I'm not going to say that. I mean, Locked. Oh, we don't have the key yet, do we? No, we don't. Yes, F5 button, aka quick save, is your best friend in this game. We have to go back upstairs. We're not done here yet. We have to get a couple more demons to kill. Oh, the dice are definitely aren't fun. See the stream title where it's Wednesday? Wednesday is really Sunday, and the one means it's time to roll ones. If it's Sunday, we roll ones a lot. What does that mean? In this, if you roll a 1, you basically fail at what you're trying to do. And it happens a lot because it's outside your control. Shit happens. We killed your friends. We're going to destroy the barrier knowledge. Examine the barrier. Look at this. Any computer game is predetermined. It's not predetermined. Some things can go wrong. Okay, succeeded in the check. The barrier appears to have been created from the essence of the abyss and reinforced with spells repelling any living creature not of this dark plane. Destroy the barrier. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel, but the other wing, it looks like a framework of mismatched bones with a grimy purple substance stretched across instead of webbing, and is covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. So this is an angel that's been imprisoned here for a while. You're not patient enough for challenges? Well, that's what we have story mode for. Yes, I do, Draken. Yes, I do. There should be a... if you go to my YouTube page, check out the playlists, and one of them is for this. And also the first 2 playthroughs are up there too, for the Lich and the Gold Dragon. Keep in mind, it's a couple 100 hours. It's not a joke. So just keep that in mind. For a playthrough, not just for one. But each playthrough is I think each of the first 2 playthroughs are right around 200 hours. So you gonna play the first one first? If that's what you need to do, Coffin, go for it. But I'm just telling you straight out, this one is just better. Take you 1,000 hours? No, it won't. It's not really that bad. You meet the angel's gaze, and it feels like molten metal and boiling inside of you. Evil glee and alluring thrill. My enemy, my old enemy, my enemy, my mighty enemy. What a joy it is to see you. This is what Gimpy's thinking because he's a demon looking at an angel. Am I having fun? Yes. The angel awakens and unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iomede's heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I had been fighting the Baelor Darazand alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the Echo of Descari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning, and an old enemy of mine. All my comrades perished, and the 2 demons sat upon me like predators savaging a bird. The Echo ripped off my wing and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, architect of the world wound. Angel's angel's gaze darkened. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Areelu is no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, tragic strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Areelu spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do but to talk to her and try to glimpse inside that black soul. I don't know what I hope to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light. Perhaps that all has... I can't read today. Hope that all this could be redeemed. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets that Areelu used to keep herself separate from the world. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest by comparison. When she finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep, a healing sleep, she said. It was necessary to allow my new abominable wing to settle in. I have been in that sleep until now. What's this one? Give free rein to your inner demon. We'll get there. What grand experiment was Areelu planning when she captured you? She wanted to perfect her accursed wound. Second opening, she called it. The rift was to be larger and more stable, opening a road to Galarian from a new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details that were but a distraction from the experiment itself. Also note that her experiment required a mortal soul, perhaps a sacrifice in some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I can't read. Holy crap! I heard or rather pieced together from what I overheard that the soul belonged to a child. Areelu, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in a special vessel. The vessel containing that soul was delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Areelu was unusually dressed that day. She talked to me more than usual. That's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized that she was discussing the soul of a child, a soul which she likely wished to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. What's wrong with your wing? Rest? Yes. It's not the hard words, it's my brain. It's the work of Areelu. The wing is fully functional. Its creator isn't known as an architect for nothing, but it frightens me.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Yeah. But it frightens me. There is more of the abyss in this wing than in the eyes of an enraged Baylor. Baylor's with the abyss in their eyes. How unscientific, says Nenio. I would have been pleased if she'd sent me anything at all. Nenio's not good. And Finian are talking weapon. Finian's voice trembles. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry what this happened to her. It's terrible. She should never have been. She should have never been. No living creature should be treated like that. When you get out of here, summon the warriors of heaven to help you. Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. Could not call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Areelu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the world wound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Areelu must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. Areelu Vorlish is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She is like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. Got it. Give me free reign of the inner demon. Are we done talking to her? Yes, we are. So, free reign of the demon inside of us. The molten metal in your soul boils over and bursts out in a roar of battle rage. Angel's eyes narrow. A challenge? So be it. Iomade, do not abandon me in this darkness.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Yeah, she's... Targona, lawful good outsider, level 15, 300 hit points, blah blah, currently flat-footed, damage reduction 10, she'll be fine. So,
They'll beg me to stop.
concealment, how's she concealed? Get her, Bob. Nice miss, Bob. Oh, the druid woke up. Or the fight. Oh, okay, I see. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, wiki. Outside the range of the battle song, so do a 5-foot step going this way. And sing the first verse. A little bit of damage. Not great, but... Oh. Good choice. The Exhausted Elf. Is this Bob? Oh, sorry, this is Rocket. Kill the druid first. Rocket's a murderer, just so you noticed. Rocket is the murderer of the group. Veronica. Shoot her.
Do not hold back.
Ow. Holy smite, how did that... Whatever. Okay, Nenio. She immune to magic missiles?
You're irrelevant.
Looks like magic missiles are fine. Oh. Could have tried to kill her with Phantasmal Killer next time, if she's still alive. Gimpy. More rage? More rage.
Run them through!
What's with this concealment BS?
Out of my way!
It's got protective aura. Yes, the dialogue in this game is fancy, in both games actually. You'll run into words you won't recognize. Simply because, being a native English speaker, I run into words in these games that I don't recognize. So, it's not friendly to everybody. Get invisible. Or her. Nenio. Shoot away.
No match for me.
So close. So close. So many stats? Everybody has those, though. I mean, it's not really that many. I mean, it's just her alignment. She's an outsider, meaning she's an angel. This is her level 15 hit points. That's what she's down. She's down to 6 out of 203. Size is medium. Speed, that's how fast she moves. Initiative, that's what she rolled. These are all her stats, whatever. She's worth 408 experience points. These are effects and conditions she currently has on herself. Good and bad. Defenses, that's all the stuff there. Everybody's got this stuff. Energy resistance, so electricity and fire are not too effective against her. She's immune to all this shit. That's what she can do offensively, and her features and abilities. This is nothing. This is nothing. Get her, Bob. Come on, Bob.
I got this.
Oh, shit, we've got to do the song. Oops, screwed that up. Get a rocket. It is nothing, because our characters have more shit than that. I mean, these are all their buffs, or, you know, spells and shit that they have. I mean, this is Gimpy. He's the demon. And this is everything that's currently affecting him in a positive. Well, it could be negative too. But this is everything that's affecting him. I mean, if we brought his screen up, it'd be much bigger. Dang stuff that we're not really going to use. So that's the first time I think I've killed the angel. I don't think I killed the angel of the lich. Did I? I don't think so. Did you play a sorcerer or wizard for lich? I actually played an oracle. I did an oracle Hell Knight Signifier, which is a spellcasting version of a Hell Knight. I actually did Hell Knight and oracle, and also about 8-9 levels of Hell Knight Signifier. But you can do anything as a lich. In all honesty, you don't have to be a spellcaster to be a lich, but it doesn't hurt. How many classes is that? 2. Oracle is the first class that Gimpy the Lich was, and the second class that he picked up eventually was the Hell Knight Signifier, which is a spellcasting version of a Hell Knight. But if you go, I think it's Sorcerer, in the Lich run, you can merge the Lich spellbook and the Sorcerer spellbook, I think. And you might be able to do that for the Wizard too, but I'm pretty sure as a Sorcerer you can merge the spellbooks. What does that mean? It means they all use the same charges. As in, normally, as with the Oracle, couldn't merge the spellbook with the Lich. So their spells, they're fine. I mean, it's not that big deal to have it merged. It's just that when the spellbooks are merged, you have more spells to use from the Lich spellbook. And because Oracle doesn't do that, the Oracle spells are split aside from the Lich stuff. So you don't get as many Lich spells, but that's not that huge of a deal because as an Oracle, you get other stuff, like healing and other fun things.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you, and happy Sunday. Yes, and I don't usually multiclass. I'm not the biggest fan of multiclassing, but some people love to do it. I prefer the single class. The only reason I did the Lich differently, because I just wanted to see how the Hell Knight Signifier worked, and in order to do that, you have to be a spellcasting class before you become a Hell Knight Signifier. So that was a mandatory multi-class. You can't get around that. But all these other characters, this is just a ranger, the Demon Slayer, that's one class, monk, one class, battle singer, one class, oracle, one class, fighter, one. She's an exception here again because a lore master requires a spellcasting class before becoming a lore master. It's just a requirement of a lot of the prestige classes, and pets can't multi-class. So. Same complexity as Wrath. Kingmaker. Kingmaker and Wrath are, I don't think I said the same complexity. I think for anything, Wrath is a little bit more complex because there's more choices. Now again, it's a complicated game, but it's not a hard game. Let's put it that way. It's complicated, and you have to be. There's a lot of reading, is really what it is. It's a lot of reading. You got to pay attention to what everything says, because there are a lot of interconnected stuff. Like, this is just special abilities, not that big a deal. Feats, you got to read what these things say because that's how they work, and all this other fun stuff. And a lot of the feats build off of other feats. Okay, downstairs we go.
I lead. You follow.
Play simple dwarf warrior and simple. If I want to play an evil paladin that can shoot wizard spells and transform as a druid, yeah, you can, but it's hard. Not recommended for the newer players to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, from what Coffin said, it sounds like he just wants to play a fighter. In all honesty, he wants to be, you know, a great sword swinging fighter, kill stuff with it, and that's not hard to do in this game. It's really easy as a fighter to build something like that. Armor ball of steel? Nah. It's not ball. It's knowledge. It's all about what Guitar said, as if you want to play the evil paladin that shoots wizard spells. That's just knowledge of how the game works. It's not hard to do. You just got to know how to do it. Human Blade Master, that's basically a human fighter in this game, or a human warrior. Is it warrior? Yeah, they call them warriors.
I'll
She's...
prove I'm the best.
Oh, they are fighters. Okay, so yeah, you just want to do a fighter. You're basically... You want to be Wendawag, but with a great sword. She's using a bow, but you can do basically what she's doing with a great sword, except for the ranged attack stuff. I mean, she's really good with the bow. And again, if you want somebody who focuses on the greatsword and wants to be really good at it, just go fighter all the way, and you'll be fine. You have to call out my build like that. Great swords are called great swords for a reason. Yes. Welcome back, Erebos. Happy Sunday. Oh, look, another drop of blood we can do for whatever reason. Found nothing of interest. Oh, shit. Wrong person, I think. Yeah. Great sword fetish. I don't think I have a great sword currently. Or do I? Cold Iron Lock. That's a Radiance Longsword. I think I put it in storage. Yeah, I put a mean greatsword in storage. String. Tell me what's so hard he is doing. Picking his character, you'll play that one of the hardest part. After that is just sit down, explore, and have fun. You'll have frustrated moments when you trigger a trap on your character misses in front of them, but yes. Twin Axe at stats? Oh, it's not the special. This is Finian the talking weapon. This is the weapon that talks. Basically, you give this weapon can become any weapon that the person holding it can use. So in this case, half-orc double axe. Stats on it aren't anything special currently because it hasn't been really upgraded. It's got cold iron, so it means it can hit demons. Ghost touch means it deals damage normally against incorporeal creatures like ghosts. 50%, and a curve of character 50% reduction in damage from corporeal sources does not apply. So again, you can smack around ghosts normally. And it's only +1. It hasn't been upgraded yet. Not for, what, another chapter or so? I think sometime later. Anyway, that's one of them that he's using. Actually, that's not the one he's using currently. This is Finian, the glowing thing. He's actually not using that one. He's using this one, which is the Sequence of Murder. 4 to 11 damage, that's base. But when he's using it, it's 21 to 31 damage. Crits on the roll of 20, maybe. Does ×3 damage. It's good aligned currently because of a buff the spell that's on it. Cold Iron again, so it hits demons. Enhancement +3. Whenever it hits with the first head, the next attack with the tail head Also lands a hit, it deals an additional 1 to 12 slashing damage. So that's what's special about this one. If the first blade hits, and then the second blade hits, it does extra damage. He swings the first head 3 times, the second head he swings that 3 times too. This is Pathfinder. Pathfinder is all about the big numbers. That's the main difference between Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. Dungeons & Dragons is more of a role-playing. I don't want to say it's more role-playing focused, but it feels like it is. It's not about the big numbers. It's about stuff. Pathfinder, it's about the big numbers. Because you don't see these type of attribute numbers in Dungeons & Dragons. You usually don't see anything typically over 20. And usually it's only 1 at most. But if you notice, every one of these characters has at least 120. 20 plus, I should say. I mean, even the pets. 33 for the wolves. 27 there. 26, 22, 25 for the horse. Even Bismuth's got a 26. So again, Pathfinder is about the big numbers. And when I say big numbers, it's big numbers everywhere. As you can see, the damage numbers, the stat numbers, it's all about the numbers. It's more of a power gaming thing. Pathfinder is more power gaming than Dungeons & Dragons. Just the way it worked out. Please don't share that kind of information in the stream, though, Spirit. We don't really condone that kind of behavior here. Just so you know. No worries, you didn't know. Oh, this guy. I forgot he was here. Didn't even see him. So, old mongrel. Let's go talk to him. Has a more complex system overall. Yeah, probably. There's more to it. That's for sure. There's more stuff. So I was fighting something with an AC of 55, and he said his 5 foot bring. Yes. Yes. Vampire mongrel? No, the mongrels are like, they're mutated people. They've got a little bit of something in them. And something being almost anything. Like Wendoag, she's the one. She's kind of like got a little bit of spider in her. That's what the arms come from. That don't really do anything, and a little bit of cat or feline. That's where she get her ears and stuff. That's a mongrel. Mongrels are special to Wrath of the Righteous. You can't actually create one as a character. This is a roll one day, hobo. See, most likely. Yeah, if you don't turn her headpiece off, you don't know that she has a mohawk. Anyway, talk to this guy. So the old mongrel, you look at the figure dressed in rags, and after some difficulty you recognize that it is an old mongrel. The few exposed areas of his skin are covered with horrific burns. Grotesque, twitching appendages that look like a cross between tentacles and umbilical cords are latched onto him. The mongrel gives a quiet groan. Who's there? It's been so long since I heard another living voice. Wendoag's face assumes an imperious expression. Name yourself, kinsman. What do they call you? What tribe are you from? I don't know. I don't remember. I've been here for so long. You're lying. Master, he's lying. I can smell it. Free the mongrel from the appendages. Who are you? Who are you? I've been here so long I don't remember my own name. I lived in the caves beneath Canabras, but I was drawn to the surface, so one day my friends and I decided to venture up there. I was the only one who made it all the way, but when I emerged, I was met by a pack of inquisitors. They thought I was a demon. Burn the demon, death to the demons, fire. All I can remember is fire. Did Areelu do this to you? Areelu? Yes, I remember her. She took me from the pyre. What was left of me? She brought me here. She treated my wounds. She took my blood for her experiments or on mutations. But she went away, and I have not seen her in a long time. Wherever you are, I'm going to set you free, or we can just attack him. Attack him. Too much reading for Jaguar. I do too. These days, I mean, I don't mind reading because I read pretty much every night, but it's different reading to myself than it is reading on stream. If given a choice, I prefer to read. If I was not streaming, I don't mind reading. But when I'm streaming, I would love all the stuff to be voiced because you've heard me speak. Sometimes I have issues. Okay, so it's time to end you because we're evil. Well, that was easy. Oh, Luke got him. I think I've killed him in every run. I think, well, no, not gonna spoil stuff. Dun, dun, dun. And I think 4 hours later, holy crap, there was a chest there with a note and one sentence in it.
Onwards.
Okay, so what do we think's in here? More demons. Demon damned, we don't like you guys. Rocket. Go after him first. Demon dams aren't fun because sometimes they make your weapons stick to them. Ah, an extra demon in here. Yes, both Pathfinders have turn-based combat. You just gotta remember to turn it on. Mickey, play a song. But not XCOM style. XCOM style. Bob. Bob can't charge. Bob chew on him, maybe. Adhesion doesn't work on claws and stuff. And tripped him, even though he has wings. It's good. Go scout. You know, I put greater invisibility on something. We're gonna have to use glitter dust. I have a feeling. A little bit closer. Shoot him while he's down. Oh yeah, crits and outflank. Gimpy. Gimpy can charge him, or he can just run up and smack. Just run up and smack him. And dead? Or trip? No, he's dead. Where'd the demon go? It's in here somewhere. Go Bismuth, there it is. It didn't move. Okay, Rocket, get him.
Strike as one.
There's the one. And Mickey. So, they have wings, they fly, you can't be knocked prone. That'll hit them though. It's a song. Get him, Bob. Aced. Dominate people is not working on Mickey for reasons. Okay, Wendu. A little closer, 5-foot step.
No match for me.
Get him, Gimpy.
Let's hear you cry.
Stupid concealment. He's almost dead. It's not worth using anything but a magic missile. Sure.
Strike as one.
Get bismuth. Or not. Okay. Rock will get him.
Attack.
Why do you only get one swing? Why did he only get one swing there? Oh. Oh, is this a mythic? This is a mythic demon. That's why he's not there right now. That's what happened. Rocket killed him. Now we have to wait one turn before he comes back up to life. Like that. Slow. Bite me.
I'll rip you apart.
Real. You ever played Neverwinter Nights? Yes. Many hours in Neverwinter Nights.
They'll beg me to stop.
We shall overcome.
That was something? Yeah. They actually came out with the enhanced edition a couple of years back, which I picked up, and it's still a great game.
Run them through.
What's funny is there's still servers out there for it. That's the funniest part about Neverwinter Nights. There's still servers. Yeah, like I said, they're still out there. If you can find them, they are still out there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put glitter dust on this guy to make it a little bit easier to hit him. Maybe. Plus we have one left.
Yes.
Attack.
Come on, you can roll better than a 4. There we go. Get him, bismuth. Or not. See, there's the 1. Get a rocket.
Hold back.
Oh, that's right, we're slowed, aren't we? And it doesn't matter. So it's just
Hey, bag of
reduce
water.
damage stuff.
Stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Did Mickey do this one? No, Mickey hasn't done the damage one, the first verse yet. Mickey's special songs, this song, the battle song, he does them in order, they do more and more stuff. Halbergard? Yeah, that's Rocket the monk. Sorry, Sohet. He's a mounted monk. Cavalry monk, whatever you want to call him. Gets a few swings. Like I said, he's the murderer of the group. Stupid crazy on the damage. Dun, 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 dun. Speed composite longbow 3. Gimpy's got the trapping longbow. He's really, it's just him and Nenio. Actually, Keen composite. Does he do longbows? He does do longbows. He's got the wicked longbow. There we go. So composite, speed, cold iron, good aligned, enhancement 3. How's it good? Why is it good? Oh, it's good aligned because of this item. Forgot about the Covenant of the Inheritor. Oh, that actually might work for him. A dwarf cleric with a flaming axe. Neverwinter, yeah. Where there are signs of destruction, large and small. Stuff.
Let us not hesitate.
Are we still slowed? Is that what's going on here? That's what it looks like. It'll be gone soon. Yeet. Why are you slow? Because the slow is still on. No, I did make your saving throw, so I gotta wait a little few seconds. Not a big deal. Oh, look, another room. Quick, everybody in the room. Where that Minotaur gets here. You can do it? Bismuth.
To accept their statement.
Drunk dinosaur. Drunk dinosaur.
We shall overcome.
Get him, Bismuth. Good job, drunk dinosaur. Okay, Nenio. Oh. Should we try to kill him straight out? How many spells does she have? 3 more left of the Phantasmal Killer base one, or 2 more of the big one? Let's do the base one. He'll probably make his saving throws. Yep. Failed the will, but made the fortitude, so saved him from dying, but he still took a little bit of damage. Okay, Mickey. Bob. Get in there, Bob. What's this will saving stuff? Why is Bob making a will saving throw? Wow. Got a trap. Now we can disarm that. Oh, very, very carefully. Okay, Rocket, go get him. So Rocket with the 6 wings. See, no problem. Okay, so anything in this room? Didn't really get a chance to look. Other than the corpse on the ground, or corpses.
Move out.
So nothing there. Before we go too much farther, we're going to have Veronica go disarm this trap before somebody steps on it on accident. She's going to step on that. Oh, maybe inside. Okay. I see.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves.
Hopefully there's a door that in this room, yeah. Should be able to disarm the trap from in there. Another Demodand? Oh, an Incubus. Shoot him. Shoot him dead.
I'll rip you apart.
Just like that. See, she's a monster with a bow. Just move the dinosaur to take the trap. No, there's an easier way to do it. Because if you use your brain, by paying attention to where the doors are, there's a good chance, because it actually tells you where, see the little light line here? This tells you that to disarm the trap, you have to follow the line here. And it goes into this room, see it's right there. It's actually inside this room. So you don't actually have to set off the trap. What am I implying? Nothing. You just have to think about stuff sometimes. Not that you're stupid. I'm just saying if you use your brain to think things through sometimes, you can save yourself a little bit of hurt. Love how the game outlines the traps in red and then the NPCs rock into it. Yes. Yes, we do. Oh, look how nice he is to come right to us. Unfortunately, Bob can't reach him because the door is blocked by Mickey. Or sorry, Rocket. Rocket and Scout. Not a problem. Found nothing of interest, more blood that we give up for whatever reason.
Head on!
See? Trap. To disarm the trap is right there. Inside the room, so we didn't even have to walk on top of it. See, the first hint that this wasn't going to work was, just watch. Go, oh shit, she's going to step right on that thing. Nobody was going to walk past there without stepping on it.
Got it!
Bodies in the murky liquid are likely remnants of unsuccessful experiments or failed attempts to save them. Yeah, walk around the room looking for stuff. Say Rocket, I look for a raccoon with a machine gun. Well, funny you should say that. Rocket is named after Rocket, the raccoon. Long before the movies came out, too. Mickey and Rocket are named after my dogs. Hence, Kitsune. They got big ears just like that.
Pay attention!
See, look, another trap. Now she should be able to walk.
I
There.
stand ready. Together we stand. Escaping.
Stealth, so you go a little bit slower.
That is quite a discovery.
Wow.
The deed is done.
Ta-da. Divinity Original Sin, another good game.
The deed is done.
Oh look, big demons.
I lead, you follow.
Saturday and Sunday, July 16th and 17 are the monthly giveaways for July. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check
That
with
werepig
Gimpy
boss?
if you have
No.
any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. And again, monthly giveaways next month. Or next week. Sorry, next week. Next month. Next week. No, it's not a werepig. This is a demon. That is a demon. He just looks like a pig. That's an option-y.
Incoming message.
He's one of the bigger demons. They're a pain in the ass, but they're not, it's not really a pig. Not a werepig. He just kind of looks like one. You could stand to lose a couple of pounds, but calling him a werepig might be a little insulting. Anyway, big demon. And thank you for the follow, Spirit. Oh, Tyranny is a nice twist on RPGs. Tyranny is the name. Yeah, Tyranny is a good one. You actually play kind of like a bad guy, sort of. Bob. Too far for Bob to do anything. Torment ties of Numerna. Oh, this is a half turn. That's why we're not getting any real attacks. So get in there. Rocket.
We shall overcome.
Smack this one around. Wow, crit for 150. Didn't hurt at all. Didn't hurt at all. Airbus. You have an optioning miniature and it's disturbing as you. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, Nenio. Charge.
Out of my way.
Bump. Oh, he actually did hit him. Okay. Oh, Lou got him. Oh, give me a Lou. Both got him. Go dagger feeding a bit. See if I hope I will find. Wait. It's going to take you a little while to create a character, but again, for what you want, go fighter. And do weapon focus greatsword.
Die.
Do not hold back.
Damn you.
Oh, he's got 4 attacks with the bow. Oh, because it's a speed bow. Can't shit with it, but. And Bob. Okay, critical hit on flanking. Oh, he's shaken. So, good thing. Well, good luck to you too, Conf. And feel free to come back and ask questions.
They'll beg me to stop.
Look at 2 1s in a row. Happy Wednesday. Get him
Do
rocket.
not hold back.
See? No problem. Okay, take a lava run room. See what we can find. Scrolls. Portal that we can open. Drakon. Hate those things. He's another mythic.
I am yours to command. No match for me.
Shall escape. Strike as one.
6 crit. When you put this on, almost out of charges. Almost halfway through. Another demon. Nenio. It's a half turn, so just get the room. Bob. Man, what's with the will saving throw? Veronica.
Strike as one.
Got the rules. Now, what'd you crit? You do? Jerk. Okay, Rocket, work on this one.
Attack. Concentrate on your mistakes.
So close. Two misses on the outflank attack. When do? 5-foot step to get away. I clicked wrong, didn't I? I hate that so much. Song of Doom. 5-foot step away. Bismuth, chew on that one. Come on. Roll more ones. Benio. These guys are fire resistant, right? Yep. Okay, so find this one maybe? And of course a critter. Whatever. Bob, finish it off please. Come on. Bad rolls. Gimpy, get this one.
Let's hear you cry.
Good rolls. Veronica. She doesn't really have any damage spells. Yeah, she does actually. I forgot about these. See if this will hit. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
We shall overcome. Do not hold back. Strike as one.
Shoot him in the nail.
Beg me to stop.
Why did she only get one attack?
No match for me.
Oh, she's staggered. Boo. And she's a studied target. Great. Oh, that's right, Mythic, so he's coming back to life. Tenga, welcome to the stream. Yes. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Spell Resistance. It's a thing. 5-foot step, get away, and then the second curse is ready to go. See, that worked. Bismuth looks a little shaken. Nenio. Chance of putting this thing down with the Phantasmal Killer. Will plus 12, Fortitude plus 12. About a 50-50 chance. But that's what we have this for. Phantasmal Killer upgraded version is persistent, means he's got to roll. The demon's got to roll basically 4 times to not die. Or sorry, it's got to roll once, no twice, out of 4 tries and not to die. Anyway, better chance to kill it.
You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
See, it worked. It worked. Ow, 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 ow. Somebody lost their mind there. I don't know who. Guessing it was Rocket. Rocket was beaten up on his own horse. Stupid confusion stuff. Anyway. Oh look. Armor. White Dragon, medium armor. Plus 4. And cold aura and cold resistance 30. This breastplate can be worn by druids. Cold aura. All creatures within 5 feet of this creature take 2d6 of cold damage at the beginning of its turn. All creatures within 5 feet. That would be bad. Phantasmal is one of the best. It is, especially when you put little things on it that make it so that they have to roll twice for each save instead of once. Oh, sorry. They roll twice, and they take the worst of the 2 rolls. That's what it is, per save. So you basically have double the chances of killing them. Sort of. Depending on what the roll. Actually, what was his actual roll? So it's a DC 27, and he had a modifier of 10. So he had to roll 17 in the first place for the will save. Fortitude, same deal. Actually, DC is 26 on that, so he had to roll 16. So, again, chance of him making those saves not so good. I'm doing damage-wise. That's a little beat up.
I will see this through.
I keep forgetting she has this thing. Rod of Mysticism.
I feel like a chosen one.
Killer specialist. Yeah, I've never really used it before, so it was a recommendation by Ring Song here in the stream somewhere to try it out, and it's working pretty well. Looking for potions to drink. These. Chugging all the potions. Ugh. What? Bismuth dies, not gonna worry about it. Bismuth isn't a key member of the party. She's just here to lug stuff around. Basically pack mule. Is that it? Oh, secret wall.
Move out.
Another elven note. Oh, sorry, no, this is an old letter. This is something different. Who's the oldest? Blah, our Sarkorian greetings, brothers and sisters of magic. We have lived too long under the yoke of outdated misguided tradition. Enough is enough. Threshold set free the innocents within, doomed to wretched and unjust imprisonment. We will save Sarkoris, but only together. Therefore, urge anyone and everyone for whom freedom is worth rebelling and fighting for to join our alliance. Your brother in magic, Oppen. Oppen. Nothing? No more spilling blood, or did it actually do something for us? It didn't say. The room has more life to it than the other chambers in the lab, but even here, rationality wins out over comfort. Why aren't we searching this?
Head on.
Note from Areelu's laboratory. The commander and his army walk upon the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The side, what? As in little eyes that arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. I don't know what the point of that is. Where to live through that? Oh, this is +2 to all trickery skill checks. What's this one do? It's chosen skill tricks for 1 hour. Maximizing spells. These don't stack, do they? Nope. He's our backup thief person, right? Sort of. Yeah, it's sort of. Because he's a pickpocket. That's his background. Never hear of that. Never hear about bards being pickpockets in their past, do you? Why aren't we searching this? There we go.
Over there!
Ta-da. Yeah, back up. Anyone needs one of those? Yeah, sometimes thieves don't do what they're supposed to. Natural armor 1. Create pit. Oh, that was worth it. An old note. I would need these amulets and charmed items for an experiment tomorrow. I strongly recommend suture, that you do not touch them. Do not put them on. Do not walk around the lab in them. I know I've said that before, and I'll do everything I need in one place tomorrow. If you, despite my sincerest hopes for the contract, to the contrary, manage to open this compartment and are trying on the jewelry, I wholeheartedly encourage you to not risk your life. Put everything back in the cache, lock it, and pretend you never found it. By doing this, you will spare me from worry. In return, I will spare your hide. Those aren't that important. Shock flaming corrosive cold iron kukri. If you like kukris, that's the one you want to use. At least one of them. It'll do something to something. Hey, Cat here, welcome back. Cookies? No, there's no cookies. Been in there. So I think we're officially done. Yeah, this might be the way out. Much last time, but I did manage to get some farming done in Rising, but our horses despawned, got us. Oh shit, I totally forgot to do that this morning. Through the hut. What's through the door up here? It's locked. So, into the hut we go. Okay, we're done here, it looks like. So we're going to be working on Scout 5 then in V Rising. Or is it 6? I don't remember. Okay, so this is Areelu's hut. Done. Horses died. Gimpy had Scout starved to death. Well, it didn't really starve to death. She died of, maybe not died, but left because of dehydration. So you can make better spell casting item. Okay, thank you, Catker. Scout Mark III and Sharky B. Anyway, if you don't know what Catker's talking about, he's talking about V Rising, which we'll be playing tomorrow. And I have another code to give away, courtesy of the devs. We'll do that tomorrow, though. Code for that game, sorry. Okay, so how's our army doing? Wow, that took us less than a day to get through. Events. Meeting with Yaz. Yaz is our demon advisor. And Sela wants to talk too. Ugh. I guess we could just teleport back. Save the effort of running around. I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Mark of Terror. All units in the army receive a blah 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 penalty to morale. Spec lasts for 1 day. Or we can just teleport back to Dresden. Servants can die on hunts, but we can revive them, but they have a bit lower quality. Oh. Can die. Poor servants. But the ones in the cages are fine, right? Yaz. Just like before, Yaz stands before you, cloaked in a fake visage, woven from illusions. Greetings, mortal. I come bearing wonderful news. Did you know some of your mages are studying abyssal arcana? I personally heard demons in Alucinera boast they had been summoned by magicians wearing crusaders' garb. Their interest was purely academic at first. They were just trying out spells, but it is easy to acquire a taste for such magic. Actually, I had to come here because a couple of artful spellslingers pulled one of my guild members right into your camp and demanded that he serve them and fight against the Whirlwind in exchange for his freedom. Of course. These magicians even sacrificed an imprisoned cultist to do that. Well, looks like you now have yet another weapon at your disposal, and a very potent one at that. My opinion of your chances of victory is rapidly changing in your favor. What power could I draw from demonic magic? Oh, tremendous. Have you noticed that the whimsical weather of the Whirlwind hinders your soldiers far more than it does demons? If your wizards study the anomalies of the Whirlwind, they might be able to control them and use them to their own benefit. Besides, the purpose of demonology is to summon demons that destroy your enemies and obey your orders, isn't it? Your mages are quite capable of harnessing this power, and that's but a small glimpse of the vast treasures that demonic magic contains. Allow it. Make it available and let blood flow freely on the altars, then even the darkest and most dangerous spells will be yours to command. We're enemies of the abyss. We don't need to do that. I'd rather watch demons spilling other demons' bloods instead of those of my mortal servants. So all generals learn lesser abyssal summon. Summons power times 2 dretches. This is an arcane. Dretches. Oh, sorry. Get abyssal summons here too, which is shears, and then greater summons babaos. We'll take everything the abyss gives us, every ounce of its might. All generals learn the Flaming Rain spell. Deals power times power plus 5d6 fire damage to all units in the army. Oh, this damages your friends and enemies. It's just your friends just don't take as much damage. Oh, that's brilliant. And Zeus won't use his power against it, but remain cautious as to not let it enslave us. Flames of the Abyss. So one enemy creature takes power times fire plus 5d6 fire damage to the target unit every round. Summon demons, do a little bit of damage to one unit. This is ridiculous because of damage your own people. Demons don't have friends, only future victims? That's not necessarily true. We'll do the summon one. Spoken like a true general of the Abyss armies. I like it. It's been a long time since I enjoyed myself so much. I won't deny it. Your camp is a pleasure to visit. But it's time for me to return to the Abyss. I won't be gone long. After all, the Lady in Shadow ordered me to keep an eye on you. Again, he's our little demonic advisor. Oh, and Nevia. She looks surprised. Commander, what's your succubus pal done this time? What are you talking about? You don't know either, huh? Weird. Who gave the order then? Ruchelet's locked up in Dresden's dungeon. I tried to find out who gave the order to jail her and who carried it out, but I came up empty-handed. What's the story there then? If you ask me, it's one of two things. Either it was you who secretly ordered her arrest, or it was Ruchelet herself, and she just felt like locking herself up in a cell. Which one seems more likely to you? Have you noticed anything odd about her recently? I suppose I have. She's been seen even more secretive than usual. Before, my people would spot her every now and then, as she observed the ordinary folk going about their business. But lately, she's been spending most of her time holed up somewhere in the outskirts of the city, away from people. Oh, and one more thing. Believe it or not, but one of my spies swears he heard her crying out there on her own. I'll talk to her. All we know is that we know nothing at all. Talking to her might be a good idea. I'm rooting for her redemption just like you, but who can tell what's going on inside the head of a demon who's trying to turn good? She says to the demon who has no interest in being good. Sela seems to be in a good mood. She smiles at you and then scratches the back of her head, as if suddenly realizing something. Probably shouldn't have come to you officially, like to an audience, but this is the only way to catch you these days. Wanted to ask, would you like to go shopping with me? Oh no, not this one. It's probably not right to distract the Knight Commander with such trifles, but I thought I should drag you out for a walk. We haven't enjoyed a moment's peace since we met. We've either been saving Canabras or marching on Dresden. Besides, I desperately need advice. I'm going to buy a present, and I know nothing about fancy jewelry. Who are you buying the present for? For Elan and his bride. After that story at the camp, when Curl stole the ring from us and summoned the demons. Elan and I both overreacted and said some things we shouldn't have. He apologized to me, but I haven't really apologized to him. I want to buy a ring to replace the one that was stolen. And there's a new jewelry shop in Dresden. It's owned by Sunhammer, the same jeweler who made the first ring. Sure. Great. Well, then I'll meet you at the jewelry shop. It's in the east of the city, I know. Done. See if there's anything here we might be missing. I don't think so. Oh, then we have to go to the prison to go talk to Ruchelet because she locked herself up. But nothing here to do. Anyway, happy Sunday.
Hello Gimpy,
Uh-oh.
it's time to take a break.
Okay, that'll work.
Go get some more water while you are up.
That'll work.
Your next break is in 2 hours.
Okay, so I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing, and then when we're done, we'll come back and go do some quests here in Dresden for Sela and Ruchelet. Okay, so be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching, and enjoy the dog video.